19 yards for the second play in a row.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Second down at 4. Now a toss. Kamara left side. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, I like your respect. Give them more than when I get expected, not the best.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Shotgun now for Breeze. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And this one will be brought back to the 22. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley, and he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Jones on 3rd down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ready? 5-9.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. We're scoreless after 1.
No score.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Breeze now on 1st down. That's complete right around the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and a yard.
2nd and goal.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. They'll try and run it in with Burton. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from a yard out. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They scored. And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down. That's free. This is picked up by the Saints. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. And this is Cook with a grab. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the Giants' 20.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze, and brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
10 at the 10-yard line.
Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has...
That's caught. It's Sanders for the Saints touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Javaris Jenkins. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's almost said and done. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 1st down, Breeze. Sanders has got it complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to let one flip. He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. On the draw, this is Barkley. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The Saints' 35-yard line.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. From the gun, Jones. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
A gain of 20.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Not much there, only a yard. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's Jones. Off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Lightning speed that time from the corner. Marshawn Lattimore getting the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
And the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just
for it.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely needed to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Breeze. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Drew Brees on target to Emmanuel Sanders. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing, Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Jones throwing complete here to Tate. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Touchdown, Giants! Evan Ingram, 42 yards. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Breeze now on first down. It's caught by Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Again, it's Kamara. Room here to run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 30 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's do it."
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 83 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On were the Giants able to recover? Yes. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Jones. And Tate's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
First down, Giants.
Jones now on first down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To try again after the sack. Jones, he's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
New York.
Evan Ingram, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
They run it again with Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Bree's going to throw here. And Thomas has it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 54 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stopped us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Too excited to get the football touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to...
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in the even blood across buzzing where the blood thinner, juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers, only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger, only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jaguars have Josh Lambo out there to get us started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back. Hey, check right 47. Check right 47. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. 47's the mic. Hey, red blade, red blade. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack.
He's brought down.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And Robinson with a big catch. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
40-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Jaguars' 41-yard line.
2nd and 11 at the 41. On the ground, this is Williams. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
33 yards.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, Minshew looking to throw. To Thompson on the screen. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
4th down.
On 4th down, Minshew. And able to find Conley. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Complete.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. At the Chiefs, 30.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chiefs take over first.
So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Call it a loss of 12 that time. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Mahomes sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, doesn't it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory.
At their own 13-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling you?
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Chris Jones breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Out of the gun is Minshew. He's going to go deep for Conley. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Minshew. He'll let this one go. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
First down.
Well, he's definitely a big target out there, listed at 6'4", and he used every one of those extra inches to go up and make that catch.
Flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. It'll be Minshew again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Tyler Eifert.
Tyler Eifert there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Jacksonville.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnover. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And at the 25-yard line.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 48 to Mike. Hey, yo, go. Quickly. Hey, 15. Hey, turn it out. 10. You got 10.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that will will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Sets up fourth.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll punt it away for the second time. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go four verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Minshew sets to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
14. First down, Jaguars.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Being chased out left. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rashaan Melvin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 13-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check, check, right 54, right 54.
Here's Minshew. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Minshew. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's out right at the 25. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Touchdown, Jaguars! Chris Thompson, 64 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 14-0.
Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
The ball carrier.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a pickup of 6. First down, KC. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Mahomes again here on second and 10. And going deep for Hill. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. DJ Chark, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. The third quarter action from Kansas City, second down and 10. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
DJ Chark.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
First down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's a pickup of 17 there, and it'll move the chains. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw it. Minshew. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Complete to Chris.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Second and goal at the 5-yard line.
And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown.
Number 17, DJ Chark.
A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, Chiefs nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Mahomes now on first down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete with Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. And again, it's Mahomes. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
21, Chiefs 8.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards to pick up there.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown.
DJ Chark.
DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. And Minshew will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Chiefs 8.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
1st and 10.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First.
So this will be a win.